How sweet? Was it too sweet? I mean, I know for me it would have been punching John Cena in the face that first time. I mean, tell me how that felt.
Words can express how it felt, and the shock and awe of everybody who was around, and the fans and whatnot. It was great.
Talk about this run, AJ. I mean, at Madison Square Garden, WrestleMania, the biggest WrestleMania of all time with Chris Jericho, now SummerSlam with the franchise, John Cena.
It's huge. I mean, I've said this already, but man, the card for SummerSlam's unbelievable. So there's a task in front of me because I don't go out there to have the second best match on the card. I go out there to have the best match on the card, and doing it with John Cena, I think is going to be pretty easy, to be honest with you. The guy's a workhorse, likes to get after it. It's going to be great.
What I love, as obviously an AJ Styles fan, is where you were drafted. I think it says something that they look at you as a face of the franchise, somebody that is at the very top of his game, at the very top of the card, and certainly at the very top of SmackDown.
Well, it comes across that way. So hopefully, let's see what happens with John. Maybe there's a title picture in line for me. I got to take care of business with John. I'm not looking past him. The guy's a great athlete. So, that's on the list. A list that usually I don't have. Because it seems like I've done a lot in this business, but I've never held a WWE championship, and I want the one that now I feel like I'm closest to.
Now, what many people haven't been able to do that you've been able to do is you've won Busted Open Wrestler of the Year. So, what took the WWE so long? Now, we knew years ago how great you were. What took the WWE so long?
I don't know if it took the WWE so long or it took me so long. Again, timing. It had to be there. Any other time wouldn't have worked. This was the perfect time for me to come in, the perfect opportunity to showcase what I can do.
You told us at WrestleMania that maybe it was just a few years run for you as a wrestler, and then maybe it was as a trainer, or maybe there was some other capacity that you could be in, because we know how much of a family man you are and like being in Gainesville, Georgia and all that good stuff. Is that still the case, or are you just having too much fun right now to even quantify it with timing?
Well, a little bit. I'm always looking toward the future. I always want to have a backup plan. I always want to be able to take care of my family. And the great thing about WWE is they're giving me the opportunity to do that. Whether be here, being a wrestler, or backstage doing something else, I think there's always an opportunity here for me.
Now, since you're going in the ring with John Cena at SummerSlam in New York City, you know that crowd's going to be behind you.
Well, yeah, I kind of do, but that's my job, is to make sure they're not. And while I'm not going to be able to break everybody, I'm sure I'll be able to break a few to go, well, you know what? Screw AJ Styles. He's a jerk. Yeah, I am. And I'm going to make sure they know that.
Balor or really Devitt, AJ, Omega now. What an amazing match. What an amazing run in the G1, which you know all too well about. Talk about the lineage of that group, let's say, but really just Kenny himself. I mean, it's impressive what he's doing.
Absolutely. Again, everything happens for a reason. I'm not sure where we would have ended up, as far as the club and the BC and where, but everything had to happen for, them to develop the way they, and for Gallows, Anderson, and myself to develop the way that we, and Balor. It's all this. It just goes to show that not only we're all friends, we all actually hung out together. Now everybody's doing so well for themselves, and Kenny Omega deserves it more than anybody. You know what? I don't like using the word deserve. I apologize, but he earned that. The guy speaks fluent in Japanese. He's exactly where he needs to be, and the matches that he's able to put on right now are unbelievable. He deserves. I know I just said I don't, but he earned every accolade, and being the first ever guy to win the G1 is unbelievable.
And you've deserved and you've earned everything that you're getting in the WWE right now. Did you think it was going to happen so fast?
No idea. I'm just going to come in here and do what I do, and hopefully people would recognize that and enjoy it. I'm not sure where they wanted me when I first came in, but I think I've changed their minds.
I know you're a big gamer. What's your favorite, and I'm not a gamer, so I'm not talking from a standpoint of knowledge here, but what's your favorite component for WWE 2K? And I'm sure you've played the other ones. I don't know if you've gotten like an advanced version of this. What do you like about the game?
obviously the fact that I'm in it this time.
Well, sure.
I mean, listen, the great thing about 2K is, man, they got this huge library of moves that you cannot compare any other game to. And then you have the opportunity to make whoever you want, or have put on the matches that you've always wanted to see. Maybe you want to see Finn Balor, AJ Styles go at it. Well, here's your opportunity. There's a lot of great things. The soundtrack is unbelievable. So there's a lot of things that make this so good. 2K is doing such a great job.
Take Sting out of the mix. Who else would you play with?
Shawn, definitely go with Shawn Michaels.
Take Shawn out of the mix. Who else would you play with?
I'm gonna go. Wow, now I went from
Your guy to your other guy to now?
maybe I kind of like Apollo Creed. Maybe I'd play with that guy. He's pretty athletic, man. I'm a big fan of guys who are athletic, and you don't get much more athletic than Neville or Cruz.
Very good stuff.
Listen, I haven't played a video game since Atari 2600, so good luck.
That's sad. That's so sad.
AJ, we always appreciate it. Can't wait to watch you. It's going to be an amazing night, and we know you and John will steal the show.
Well, we're definitely going to try. I appreciate you guys as always. You guys have always been
AJ.
good to me.